Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Press coverage now from the secondary. Here we go on 4th down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation we've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for us.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Or it's snapped to the back. They get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Gators are looking to keep this drive going. Handoff on a single back formation. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's 3rd down now. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a 1st down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff heading left. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On the 12th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd and short. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the wideout goes in motion. On the ground, it's Clements. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who's on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They're going to run it. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll try and run it with the fullback. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Clements. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Volunteers with 1st and 10 here. Trying to run it. It's Clements. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Vols trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. And here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Takes the handoff again. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
He'll hand it off. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Oh, boy, really good execution. Unfortunately, he didn't come down in bounds for the first down. That was a critical stop by the defense.
The Gators will have to kick this away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner steps out. They'll mark football right there.
The ball is knocked away from him. That ball could bounce anywhere. But a great heads-up play by the returner to be able to avoid a disastrous play and get the recovery.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. The ball has come to the line to run the hurry up. Back to throw. It's Shaw. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Gators offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37. No huddle here for the offense. pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Takes off in the clear. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down. And the Gators begin a new series here. 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First and long now after the penalty. Back to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Florida. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On the ground, it's Clemens.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Back's got it again. Throws a stiff arm. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Volunteers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Some hard running there through a tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. That's reeled in. It's Price. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
To the air, it's Shaw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple of plays before the half. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Boy, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. It pays off in a big way here, right? Because the defense is thinking about they're going to run the football. They load up, and it opens them up for an easy touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Looks like one more play here before halftime. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for that nice game.
First down and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Shaw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run it here. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
And they've got the returner corralled. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. There's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The gain makes it second and medium. And there's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? We go with a direct snap. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. And now the handoff. Touchdown, Gators. Will take the lead in the second half.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Shaw. He's moving out of the pocket. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Well, move the sticks for a 1st down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 play coming up. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
On the
They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
It's a shotgun run call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They can't slow him down. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Important second down play coming up. Trying to find some room. It's Clemens. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The Vols will have first and 10 here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Here's the second down play. Handoff to the back. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Volunteers will look to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. A running play called on fourth down. Tough running there. Touchdown, Vols. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass here on second down. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense, it puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able...
He'll be sacked back at the 1, narrowly avoiding a safety.
Boy, that was close to a safety. In fact, I thought with that sack we might see the referee step in there and put the 2 hands over his head, signaling that it was a safety, but somehow he's at the 1-yard line. Very fortunate to avoid giving up 2 points there.
And he's able to get the boot away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Good enough for first down yardage.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. It's an option look. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Touchdown, Tennessee. This offense really clicking.
think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Gators offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And the freshman brings him down quickly. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They finally corral him at the 1. The Vols will crank up the tempo. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Vols. And the route is on. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. Defense setting up for a passing down now with 7 DBs on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He goes out of bounds with no time left, and we have a national champion. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Tennessee Volunteers.